Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Weird Wednesday with my lovely co-host Jamie and myself, and all the weirdness we can bring. How's everybody doing in the chat room tonight?
Just trying to get this shirt up to Twitter real quick.
Had a little bit of strangeness going on around here lately. Got a little video I'll be showing in a few minutes. It's only like a minute or so long, but it's interesting. Well, maybe, I don't know. It's interesting to me.
What's up? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Jason, thank you. I didn't know you were going to come in.
Keeping it.
Well, I've been staying up way too late lately, and like I was not going to, but I forgot it's your birthday today, and it's Weird Wednesday, so I had to hop on for a little bit with you guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's a full moon.
And it's a full moon.
Yeah, today, Ziriana, it's actually not about Florida today. Actually, a couple of other places, including where Jamie lives out in California.
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, I was working on editing the video from last week from the Ghostbox session. Because like Jason said, they were saying to review it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it quite done today. I got pulled away.
But you're working on it. At least you're working on it.
Yep.
You know.
It'll be up for next week. But yeah, there's a lot going on. I was having a hard time catching all of it. So
there was a lot of definite replies in there, and when Jamie goes, was it don't fear or something like that?
Yeah.
Face your fears.
Face your fear. Face your fear. That's what it was.
And then it was like the next day in your astrological thing that you posted, it was talking about fears.
Yeah. I think it was that night when I went back before bed.
Your astrological thing, didn't it say face your fear in your astrological?
Weirdness.
3 different ones referred to that. So there was a severed head discovered in San Francisco refrigerator during a missing persons investigation, report says.
Just the head?
Authorities in San Francisco, who were executing a search warrant related to a missing person case Sunday, made a grim discovery in an apartment. The San Francisco Police Department said in a brief statement that a body was discovered Sunday afternoon inside the apartment of the city's Outer Sunset neighborhood. Homicide investigators from San Francisco Police and the SF Medical Examiner's Office both responded to the scene. The search warrant that spurred the grisly discovery may be linked to the missing person case of Caetano Perez, who lives at the home and has not been seen since April 10th. Friends of Perez told KTVU they were worried, and family members hired a private investigator in addition to circulating flyers asking for help in finding him. Caetano was just a sweet, loving, honest, open, good-hearted person, a friend who used to babysit said. We all loved him very much, and this is a tragedy. KTVU reported that investigators found Perez's ID at the scene where police killed a man after a chaotic incident on Easter Sunday, 2 days after he was last seen. According to police, 35-year-old Justin Silvernail of Antioch, that's just right here, attempted to carjack 2 people at a Chevron station in Daly City before allegedly stabbing an off-duty San Francisco police sergeant who tried to intervene. The sergeant shot him, who then got into a scuffle with They shot Silvernail, who then got into a scuffle with arriving police, who tried to subdue him with tasers. Silvernail then stole the officer's patrol car and drove off, slammed through the gates of a parking garage at a Kaiser in Daly City. The 34-year-old rammed a pursuing police cruiser, got out and confronted officers with a knife, officials said. Police opened fire, killing Silvernail. The carjacking victim and off-duty officer who were stabbed have since recovered. The Easter Sunday incident is being investigated by police from South City, San Francisco, and Daly City, in addition to the San Mateo County District's Office. The babysitter told KTVU that Perez knew Silvernail, but he didn't know what happened before his friend disappeared. I'm not exactly sure what Justin was doing in his life, but I heard that Caetano was trying to help him. So I'm not exactly sure how those are related, but
There's some weird people in the world, that's for sure.
that, yeah.
Like, why would you put a human head in your refrigerator? I don't know.
Leftovers? I don't know.
Leftovers, yeah. I mean,
No, so it doesn't stink, so it doesn't go bad, and people don't smell it, but you want to keep it for some sick reason. I don't know.
yeah. It's like,
I mean, it's going to start smelling, and if you bury it, you don't know what's going to try to dig it up. You know.
Oh, I see how they're related. So the guy who's in the freezer, his ID was found at the scene where they killed, the guy who was going all crazy and stuff happened to have his ID. So that guy's now dead. So looks like they're still investigating all this.
yeah, if you get caught with the ID of a guy whose head's in the freezer, they probably want you for questioning. Just saying.
Yeah, and there's so many police chases and things like that out here that it has to be something like a head being found in a freezer before it's actually going to make the news.
Kind of stories I read, it makes me want to go rewatch Dexter again.
Yeah. Well, this one isn't exciting as a head in a freezer, but A worker at a New Jersey cemetery was trapped for nearly an hour Tuesday afternoon after a grave collapsed on him while he was measuring it, police say. The unidentified 59-year-old gravedigger was working at the Hillside Cemetery in Lyndhurst when the sides of the 8-foot-deep grave caved in, pinning him up to his knees in the dirt. They didn't utilize any shoring when they were digging the grave, Sergeant Vincent Arturi said. Arturi, kind of almost like Autry.
Yeah, I was gonna say related.
Yeah, really.
Pretty cool way to say your name, Arturi.
Arturi. His pleas were helped for heard by co-workers who were called to rescue him to free him from a situation that prompted nightmares for many throughout the U.S. Taphophobia, I think I said that right, is described as an irrational fear of being buried alive. After being pulled to safety, the cemetery worker was taken to Hackensack University Medical Center. He complained of back and chest pains.
Hackensack.
Yeah. Hackensack. Yeah, I was actually, I didn't fall in a grave, but I was at I think it was my grandmother and my grandfather's funeral. And when we went to the graveside thing, I was one of the pallbearers, and I was like carrying, the casket up to where the grave was, and they had the fake grass like over the hole and stuff. And I stepped on the edge and almost fell in. It was really close. It was too close.
That's crazy.
Later on, Rob, I got a caller for you for Spirit Box tonight. That's
Okay,
asking.
cool.
Was calling me, and I'm like, no, you can't call me. I mean, I can bring her on the show that way, but I figured bring her on your phone line
Yeah, either way.
later.
And we've got something else out of California. This was back in April. California man arrested after stealing coronavirus specimen from a hospital, police say. A man in California was arrested that Sunday after he allegedly stole a specimen that was to be tested for coronavirus from a hospital. The Davis PD said on Facebook that the 40-year-old Sean Lamore Moore of Davis was taken into custody after he was spotted riding a bicycle. Authorities had been searching for Moore for nearly 24 hours after employees at Sutter Davis Hospital reported that a person entered the facility around 1:35 p.m. Saturday and stole a COVID-19 specimen that was awaiting lab testing. According to police, the department received a call around 6:15 that a sealed COVID-19 specimen was found in a shopping cart at the CVS pharmacy in Davis. At that point, confirmed it hadn't been opened or tampered with based on security seals. Based on tips from the homeless community, they were able to track down Moore Sunday morning and arrested him on a burglary charge. They're checking to see if there's any mental health conditions that might play a factor in the incident. They do not believe he intended to harm himself or others.
Just wanted to sample his personal sample of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look what I got today.
Well, they said this guy homeless then, because
It sounds like he was.
he was, and that's the worst. The worst thing for that. I think the homeless community. I said before. I don't know on your show or my show. We worry about them getting it and it, being a real bad. But I think the reason they haven't is that so many people don't interact with homeless communities. Somewhat safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, there's granted, downtown here has been, a lot slower, but here just in the last week or so, even though there's not a lot of stores open downtown, the foot traffic down there has increased big time. And they're all the panhandlers and homeless people hang out down there, and they come right up to you, and they're all sitting together. And yeah, I've wondered that, how come the homeless camps, which there's a bunch of them here, how come they don't have this?
Right.
I mean, how they're eating out of the trash can and whatever, and sitting in piss all the time. Maybe they've got
the ultimate herd immunity. They're
or they're outside. Yeah, or because they're outside in the sun and the air.
Yeah.
And like I said, generally, the people that had got it had been general populations that had traveled, and that people aren't interacting with the homeless people as much. So
yeah, interesting. Because right when it first came out, that's one of my questions was, wow, I wonder how the homeless population is going to react to this. And I haven't heard case one of it around here anyways.
Shelters might be a different situation.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be like jail,
Yeah.
Well, I'd say prison's hard.
Yeah. I've got
because
some
why?
friends
Because
that
it's
work in the
guards again.
prison.
Yeah, and they have to interact with the prisoners.
Yeah.
So it's confined quarters is the worst thing for it all. So it just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, it's been a
Doesn't mean we let the
thing.
Green River Killer out like I talked about last Sunday.
Mm-mm.
What I always
No
say is
bueno.
dry sex is always good in the morning unless you're in prison. Okay, on to then another one. Since there's heads and COVID stealing samples and all that, a man was found decomposed. A body of a man was found decomposed in a freezer while cleaning out his dead mother's New York City apartment last week, according to this report. Body was found around 1 p.m. on Thursday in a chest freezer that had been sealed with duct tape. The news reported building superintendent Asmir Bazem told the paper that the investigator said the body appeared to have been stored for at least 10 years. It seems like we had this story or another one.
Well, it seems like this Weird Wednesday is like, here's your best tips on how to package your body inside your freezer or head on Weird Wednesday.
Head or body,
Yes.
The body was so decayed the authorities couldn't determine its sex at first. And it's also linked to the severed head discovered in San Francisco. So,
Is it really?
yeah, maybe this is the body to the head.
Body, right.
Oh,
Right?
New York, like from state to, coast
Yeah.
to coast.
Maybe they like 2-day expressed it. I don't know.
No, it was one dude who was like, dude, we got to put it in a freezer. My freezer could only fit a head. My freezer could fit the body, but I can't fit the head, dude. Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Can
we're
I
gonna
have,
drive it over to your place.
call UPS.
So
Yeah.
the freezer wasn't like operating. Like, how was it so decomposed that they couldn't tell the sex and all that? Like,
Yeah,
Obviously, it wasn't working anymore. They shut the power off.
yeah.
Dude, you have to plug the refrigerator in. Whoops.
yeah.
Oops.
Well, I guess she had recently died, and they were cleaning out her apartment, and it says that it has appeared to have been stored for at least 10 years. But yeah, I don't know why it would decay if it was frozen. So maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I'm still on level 1 of putting bodies in a freezer, so I don't know exactly how that works.
Was she related to the guy in the freezer then? Like,
It was his
did-
mom.
but I
One
thought the
was-
guy who was cleaning it out
Learn
found
from
it.
Bates Motel and Dexter. You don't want one of the upright freezers. You want one of the ones that lay low, lay down. And you
Yeah,
can put ice on top of it or
Yeah,
meat.
dripping.
You can tell what movies and shows I'm a fan of, right?
exactly. And you're right, Jamie. It wasn't her son. It just says a man was found decomposed in a freezer while cleaning out his dead mother's New York City apartment last week.
Yeah, so he comes to clean his mom's place out and realizes, dude, mom's had a dude in the freezer for 10 years.
Wow. That kicks it up another level.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, they all said the lady seemed very a very loving and pleasant lady. Don't know why she would have a dead body in a freezer.
Oh, I just saw the ticker.
Is Ariana old bad date?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, was that a really bad date? Freezer burn.
Yeah, I'm missing the
I mean, it
comment.
might not have been, but it said the body was there for 10 years.
Yeah, it had appeared to have been stored for 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow, that lady. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Can
Just
you imagine the dinner parties there? If she had them?
yeah.
It probably was one of those laying down freezers down in like some part of the basement or something like
Yep.
that.
Had to be. Like a meat freezer.
Yeah.
literally.
Because then you can just fold them up.
We've learned from the movies. We've
You don't
not.
really have to
Norman Bates knew what kind of freezer you used. Dexter knew what kind of
chop them
freezer.
up.
Freeze dried prank, Christina says. Oh man.
Mm.
Yeah. You never know.
Now, did you hear about the case? I don't know how many stories you got, but did you hear about the case of
What
the
about it?
guy working on COVID-19, a researcher, and how he's 37 years old and was shot by 8
Yes.
Yeah.
and then that person went and shot himself?
Yep.
Yes. What do you think
That's
about that?
weird.
Because
I don't know what to think
do
about
you
that
think
one.
he's like some sort of Middle Eastern? Because like, why would you shoot yourself after unless you thought that you were going to go to like you were doing something good and then you're going to go to your heaven or something? Like,
Or
why would he have to do it?
MK Ultra. Here, put on your tinfoil hats now, people. The brain waves, they can control you. You know, MK Ultra stuff, Matrix. I don't know.
Yep.
I just don't know why he would then kill himself after that. Like, why he felt he needed to go shoot that guy, like for the good of what?
No,
the world or
yeah, or it had nothing to do with it, and it was over something completely different. But bad timing.
And that was the other thing that me and my mom were thinking. Like maybe it had nothing to do with COVID, and they had another problem.
But it is a bit odd.
Yeah.
But when you've had the people I've had people on my show that talk about the the mind control and the stuff the government can do, and makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Things that make you go,
Who was the guy that was on your show, Jason, that was the pet psychic?
Rob Gutro.
Yeah, there you go. I couldn't remember his name today.
Or Gutro. I probably butchered whatever his last name. Yeah, real cool guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I've always been interested in that because, I have dogs. I've had cats before. I had some experiences with dogs growing up in my weird house that I grew up in. One night sitting there, I've told this story before, but we're sitting there one night, like after dinner, family hanging out, watching Wonderful World of Disney or something. I don't know, one of those shows that everybody used to watch back in the day. And well, everybody my age anyway, I should say. And we have 3 dogs, and they all started growling. They got up and they ran to the stairway, and they were all growling, and all 3 of their heads watched something walk down the steps and out by the front door, and they were growling and barking at it. Then they watched it go back up the steps. As they continued growling, all 3 of their heads following something, and they came and got like right by our feet and were like whining and whimpering and growling and stuff. And I've had several experiences like that, and even a couple here in the house. And Jamie has cats. Cats are like famous for like just like getting wide-eyed and staring at something in the corner of the room or whatever.
Staring at a wall.
I had that experience recently with our Luna.
Really? Yeah.
But she was seeing something I was kind of seeing too. It was weird.
Yeah, I've had
That's
that.
cool when you can do that and catch things. Like you see, and then you notice them, and it's like you're watching them. It's like, I know they see what I see.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've had that same experience here. And at my old house before I moved here, one night I woke up and heard like a voice in my room, and our dog was on the corner of the bed, just like teeth like showing and just growling at this thing, whatever it was. And I didn't sleep much after that. And I kind of laid awake. But a little thing that I found talking about it today, it said dogs can be just as sensitive as cats when it comes to sensing the unseen. People have reported their dogs growling at unseen beings, acting protectively towards their owners, or cowering from spirits. Animals with their intense hearing and senses of smell may indeed be able to sense other beings that humans cannot. The ghosts of animals may be as common as ghosts of humans. There are many reports from people who have sensed, felt, smelled, heard, or even seen the spirits of recently departed pets. And I know we've both had those experiences.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, there's the other thing is when pets are harmed by spirits. I know of
yep.
a case where somebody claimed a spirit threw their dog out the window. You ever heard of a dog committing suicide? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought something might have killed our cat. So, back in the day when I was
There was
teenager.
a certain app, I think, that went along with the death of one of my animals.
Yeah.
Remember I told you about that?
Yep. Yeah. Well, this is a little video. This is actually from today. And, I've had it happen here with my dogs and Sam that used to live here. She just recently moved, has her own house now. And one of her dogs is what's in this video. And I've seen it here, but I've never really caught it on video. And this one is this afternoon. And it's only about a minute long. I just threw it together. But it explains exactly what I've been talking about. And she has two dogs. I think one of them is laying either by the bed or in bed with her. And the other one started out over by the wall. Well, you'll see it here. And that first little part.
This is a full, real quick. This is a house, not an apartment.
Yeah, it's a house. Yep.
A house. Okay.
And it started out right here. She only got just a second or two. But where it starts right here, this is where the dog was standing, like right up by the wall. And you can hear it growl for a second. She only got like a second or two of this, but then there's more afterwards. And the dog's not.
He senses something.
Yeah, the dog's not really looking at the door.
No, he's
that
not
spot.
looking at the door. He's looking over there.
Yeah, it's not the door. You can tell it's not the door. It's the spot in that wall. He's like was staring at. And now he's like seeing something else.
Huh. And he knows that they're sitting there filming and everything, and he's still acting like that.
Yeah,
That's...
she was laying in the bed right there, and you can hear her say, "What's wrong, Allie? What do you see?" And yeah, she said, she's told me about this, over the last couple of weeks or so. She said there's a part of the house, like, in the evening that the dog doesn't like going on that side of the house.
May I just ask, is that maybe where she moved some of her stuff into?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, so she probably haunted their house.
Yeah. Yeah. She said today she felt like there was somebody, in the room, like watching her or something. She went to lay down and take a nap and like couldn't really do it. And she's mentioned this before. And I mean, it's happened here too. The same exact thing has happened here like multiple times. She just actually got it on video this time. So,
did this start with her when she moved in? Or did you have activity like this before she moved in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We had stuff like this before she moved in. Yeah. Before she moved in my house. Yeah. The first year here was blissfully peaceful, quiet.
And then started coming in the stuff and the bags and the jars and the...
Yeah. And then she moved in and yeah, both of us. I mean, we were going all over the place, ghost hunting, and who knows what we brought home. It's like bad enough with one person doing it, but when you got
ghost contamination.
Yeah.
Well, she
That's
was
what I call
conjuring stuff. She was conjuring things, like welcoming.
Well, they were really asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing.
And then she moved in. Still, like, did they move into that house together, or she moved into his place? Was that his place?
It's together. They're both together in there.
Okay, so she brought her stuff in there.
Who knows? It's an old house, and my house was built brand new from the ground up, and like I say, the first year it was fine, and then weird things started happening.
I think she's got a lot of attachments to her belongings.
Yeah, we probably both do.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it for the weird stories. But yeah, that one I thought was kind of relative because it was today and it was here. Well, it was down the road from here, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't mean to be missing all the chat. It's hard to talk and run a video and keep a hold of the chat at the same time here.
Okay, what's your call-in number?
It is 904-385-3985. I'm glad you mentioned that because I need to open Skype.
Do you have a Skype call-in line too?
That is a Skype line.
That is a Skype line.
Yeah. I haven't tried my phone again yet. I have a Google number too, and I haven't tried it yet. Well, I tried it when I was having all those mixing board issues, but I haven't tried it since. But anyway, yeah, I have the Ghost Box running, and it was weird. Right when I turned it on, what did I say, Jamie? It said something virus.
Great.
It said the virus, like crystal clear. Like I was like thinking I had a video or something running.
When I was on Heather Waite show, it said quarantine really crystal clear when they're talking about being locked down.
And
so
then,
yeah,
right when Jamie popped on, what did it say? It said green
Flicker lights.
Flickering green or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you look at my Ghost Box right back here and the back of the screen, back of Jason's screen, it's all these green. Hello.
Hi, Rob.
That's me. How's it going?
Hi, it's Joyce.
Hey, what's up?
With this pandemic and everything, Tommy has been playing with my phone. Actually, now that I was on the chat room, he started actually putting messages down that I didn't put down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
in the chat.
and he's been playing Come and Get It on my phone. I can't really communicate with him now because of so much static going on in my life with all this crisis and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's trying to get a message to me or not. He's also been playing with the television set, trying to get my husband's attention as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may be like, hey, talk to me. Come on.
I don't know if he's trying to get a message to me or not to get it through.
We can see if something comes through the spirit box.
Yeah.
I'm listening to sort of what's going on the thing. I don't know if I should be listening, but he may want to talk to the spirit box, but I don't know if he can.
What was I hearing there right before she started talking?
Yeah, I didn't.
I hear that.
Did you hear something? The first words I heard was Tommy and something, and it was a voice underneath, and then she was talking.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a spirit box. It was like a continuing, it's like sentences.
Yeah, I don't have the spirit box on yet, so.
Okay, I don't know what I was hearing. If we're getting direct audio into the show, because I'm telling you, I was hearing that.
Yeah, I thought it was like feedback.
That's why
female.
I'm like, is the Ghost Box on yet?
Yeah, that wasn't any of us.
Rob?
Okay, it should be on now.
Do you hear it, Joyce?
No, not really. What is he saying or it's saying?
I don't know. There's things coming out. We're not hearing it yet.
Please.
Heard leave again, right as I said it. Yeah, Debbie's got a really good point here. Joyce, this is from Debbie in the chat room. If you're stressed in a state of fear, it lowers your vibration, which makes spirit communication difficult because they are at a much higher vibration, cannot lower themselves that low for long.
Mm-hmm.
So he could be doing things to try to get your attention because he can't communicate with you because you're stressed out right now, which I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, he's been playing Come and Get It, and he put on the chat box, he said, Tommy is trying to communicate or something, like trying to find out why he's saying come and get it. And I didn't put it down. He put it down.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll find it when you go through the whole thing again.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And then he was saying hi to people, and I was not saying hi to people. He took over my phone, basically.
Yeah.
I've had it happen when we were doing ITC one night. Something started typing on my phone. Now it was unintelligible, but something just started typing away on my phone, pulled up my notes and started typing. I'm like, what the heck? Didn't even open the app, and it was doing it on its own. So I've seen something similar to that.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen before. So that was really freaked me out.
Yeah.
Take screenshots of that all.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it. He said Tommy wants to know if he played Come and Get It.
Wow.
What does play come and get it mean? What is it? What does play come and get it mean?
It means that he's been playing on my phone for the last couple of weeks. He's been playing Come and Get It. It's like he trips the phone, and he will play that. It was really, really weird. And when I was concentrating on something else, he wouldn't do it. But when I wasn't concentrating and I was trying to reach him, he'd play it.
Is that
It
a
was so
song?
weird. He's not doing it now, but he's done it today like 3 or 4 times already.
Are you talking about the song? Is he playing this? Ah, okay.
Yeah. He played the song, and yesterday, or was it the day before, I was all freaked out about something, and he went ahead and he blinked the television set to get Phil's attention so he can come downstairs and see what was wrong with me. I mean, he's been doing that as well. He's been blinking the TV, and he's been playing Come and Get It.
Wow.
And he's also been playing other songs on my headphones, and I haven't touched the phone, and it would always be his song.
Wow.
And I've got many songs on there, and he picks the songs that he thinks. Like one time I was at the senior center and I was thinking about the song Blind Owl that he wrote and sang. And then I was on my way home from the senior bus, on the bus, and I put on my headphones, and in the headphones was playing Blind Owl, and I never touched it.
Those all sound like little signs for you to notice.
Well, let's see if he has anything to say in the spirit box.
I don't know if he does or doesn't.
Sounds like he might if he's trying to get your attention like that.
Tommy, if you're here, if you can hear us, if you have a message for Joyce, we're all listening right now.
Better hearing in terms of
You get
Better hurry. Yeah, or hurry. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard something about you better hurry.
He's alive? I don't know. Listening? Drum?
and motivation for them.
Something renovation, freedom. It's bad.
We're looking for Tommy from the group Badfinger.
Yeah.
If you have a
He
message,
knows I've been stressed out.
You have a message for Joyce. She's listening right now.
Please.
Smiles.
Smile.
Yep.
Big smiles.
Nice.
Turn me something. I don't know.
Relax.
Review. More review, Rob. I'd help you out if I was editing video game stuff for my kids.
Yep.
Tommy, you got any messages for Joyce? Why, are you trying to get through to her?
Approved.
Yep.
It sounded like you said yep.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So,
Help? Are you trying to help? Pain? You are beautiful. I heard that whispered in the background.
Oh, that's nice of him to say.
I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Sounds like you said ice.
Vision tunnel.
Mm.
I'm not gonna. It's heating. I'm not gonna wall that. Now the layers here.
6.
Something to take care of.
Yep. Isn't it?
What is your message you're trying to get through to Joyce, Tommy?
Problems.
No, mom's far now.
Your
Good about
mom's?
mom.
Yeah, I heard the mom's dying now. I don't know. Tremendous.
No, no.
Turn it off. But no. 10.
Problem.
So, Tommy, the songs that you play on Joyce's phone, do they have a specific meaning?
It's
Yes.
oh,
Window.
We know well.
He's a gosh.
Who's that guy?
this.
What did you hear?
I heard who's that guy?
Sometimes he's a little joker.
No.
Thought I
About-
might have heard Tony, but not sure.
I heard our son or your son.
Somebody on your show said that I could have been Tommy's mother in another life.
Yeah, I remember that.
No.
Tommy, you have any comments on that? Is Joyce your mom in another life?
No.
Yep. Can we get more than a yep on that?
Helps you.
Yes.
Yep.
Last chance, Tommy. You got anything for Joyce? Is it more of a message, or can you confirm? What is your connection to Joyce?
Your aura. I
No.
Your aura?
want you to feel how much.
There's something about unconscious. I don't know.
No. No.
Unconscious?
If you've been trying to get her attention, she's listening
Yeah.
right now. If there's something you need to tell her,
The mi-
Something about the Lord.
They all
we
Hate it.
Could have swore I just heard like a little whisper or something say Joyce.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Did you? Okay.
We're listening. It said.
We are listening.
now
She told me that.
Pat.
Yeah, Debbie, that's what I heard. Angel on my path.
Sid.
get home.
Something get home eventually.
I am at home. I've been home for the last 53 days.
Everybody's been home.
hmm
Maybe he means that he gets home.
All right, Tommy, last time. If you have a message, try to get it out right now.
Keep hearing yep.
Yeah.
I heard something song and I was waiting for something else, but then you're
What did you say about song?
Pure.
but possible to help you. Something to help you.
So it's to help me. So what he's doing is he's trying to reach me to help me in something, I guess.
Maybe so.
Right.
You and like Miss you wanted.
Say it.
Everyone.
Heard
What was
everyone.
Yeah, I heard that. There's something. Leave Tom.
What'd he say?
Thought I heard leave Tom, but I don't know.
Run some stuff. Was it? And when she gets it. Relative.
Yeah, we heard. Now it's calling Rod's name.
Family.
Energy.
Family. I've heard relative, and now I just heard family.
Family.
Yep.
Yeah. What you doing?
Is this Joyce's family or relative? Whatever. Help him.
Help.
They all
Through the.
Did it say we're farting around? I'm actually pretty serious this time, spirits. We're trying to get a message.
it says partner effing around.
Does this say messing around?
It sounded like it said they're farting around. I swear I heard that. But
Well, Tommy's got a right sense of humor.
Cloud innovation for the monetary.
Oh, what? Go.
Cool.
And there were. Nope.
you feel that's there.
I don't. That. And
Come on. Come on. Let's
hold luck.
grow.
Good luck.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Figure it out in playback.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the playback to figure it out. And you'll see what the stuff that he typed. I'm like really freaked out that he typed it. I didn't even touch it. And he typed it.
Yeah, that's when it starts getting real weird.
That was very, very, very strange to me. And that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if he has a message for me or not, or, you know, I wasn't sure. Unless this is just his way of trying to get my attention, and that's it.
A way to let you know he's still there, even though you guys can't really talk right now. It's hard for him to get.
That could be it. I'm thinking the same
But
thing.
There's always a possibility when you have a doorway open to one spirit, you have a doorway open to other spirits. So you have to be cautious.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for calling for sure.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
You want to go to break?
Sure. Yeah, there's I got some reviewing to do.
Yeah, man, you need a lot of reviewing. I wish I could help you on this one too, but like I said, like I'm doing gaming videos now every day, and today I'm already like 3 behind from what they created. My boy is doing their video games. So I'm like, oh, you guys, I'm like, get it to record like 15 minutes at max.
Yeah. That's cool though. I like that channel that you got going. All right,
I'm the Couch Family Gaming. Check it out. Shameless plug. Sorry. And
cool. We're gonna take a break real quick, and we'll be back in just a minute with more Ghost Boxing.
This is Jason Bland, host of Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup, where we stream live as a webcast every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, with guests who will blow your mind. Live ghost box sessions where you can call into the show to see if the spirits will talk to you, and the world wide web of weird with the latest in paranormal news and evidence. We're bringing the weird every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.
Do you like rock and roll? Do you enjoy a good story? Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy is a book inspired by Badfinger. It will not only entertain you, but intrigue you. What's it about? While Thomas is searching for his bandmate and friend in heaven, he meets an old friend and famous new ones in his afterlife voyage. Reader's favorite hails Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy as a whimsical, speculative novel by author Joyce Isaacson. Midwest Book Reviews said, Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy is a book inspired by Badfinger. It's a quirky story by Joyce S. Isaacson. It is a unique, original, and deftly crafted metaphysical novel that showcases the author's genuine flair for character and narrative-driven entertainment that is simply riveting from first page to last. Now available on pennantpublication.com. Also available on Amazon in paperback and hardcover. Also on Kindle Unlimited. So check it out now. Wish You Were Here, a rock fantasy.
The night is alive. Join us and take a walk on the weird side when you tune in to the Kingdom of Nye, hosted by Heather Wade, the finest in late night talk. Listen live free weeknights starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time at thekingdomofnye.com, talkstreamlive.com, and the Paranormal Radio app. Wanna take a ride?
And while we're doing ads, here's one for Paranormal Soup. Again, this Sunday, guest is going to be Phil Siracusa. And I know he's been on Jason's show before. He was on one of the first or second, I don't know, third Weird Wednesdays when we returned with Jamie and me. And from the Horsefly Chronicles. And he'll be on Paranormal Soup again this Sunday, which is also the 5-year anniversary for Paranormal Soup. So y'all check it out. Yeah, I think there was some replies in that last one for sure. Have to go back and add it to my list of videos to be reviewed, which is creeping up there lately.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of time. And after I don't like review a video for a while, I
Forget all about it.
well, yeah, it just takes
What do
me
you use?
to get
What do
going.
you use to review?
I usually do it in my iMovie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And I just make sure and wear headphones, and and that way I can slow it down. Or
I do it right on my phone. I mean, I have an iPad, and I'll do it sometimes on the iPad, but most of the time, I'll just so I can get it done, I'll have headphones in my phone and do it on there.
yeah, I haven't done it on my phone. I mean, I've got this big computer, so that's usually what I use. But yeah, I do have it on my iPad too. But yeah, I like it that way just because I can slow it down if I need to. I can, just rewind it, listen to it over and over like 10 different times.
Yeah, I do that. I do that on my phone. I mean, I just can't spend 3 hours at my computer. So
Yeah. It's definitely the tedious part of the job. Yeah, don't even get me started about ghost boxes.
But to me, it's the most rewarding once you review it and you find those clips, because so much of it you just don't hear. Like I know there's stuff there.
Yeah,
I was shocked that when I did Heather Wade's show. I was like, God, did we really get anything tonight? And there was some stuff that came through we heard with our ears. You listened to it live. I remember,
yeah.
But I was like, I don't know if we're getting stuff. And then when we're doing the review, I'm like, oh my God, and there's stuff I didn't know I got. So the people saw it later and confirmed, like, hey, it said this name. You said, well, that's just so and so related to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and I don't even know how to explain it, but I know that sometimes you can do it live, and all three of us can listen to it, and then when you go back and listen to the replay, it's almost like how did I not hear that the first time?
or sometimes me and Heather both would hear that. I realized this, especially on that show. We both said, oh, yeah, I heard what she heard. And then you go back and review. It's like, no, that's not what we were hearing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or there's a spot that you heard something, we all hear it. Then you go back to review it, and it's like you can't even find it. Like it would be loud and clear, and you'd be in the spot, but it's like, wait, where is it? I know I heard it. We all heard it.
Yep.
Janice, I've been listening to early Paranormal Soup shows. I'm assuming PS is Paranormal Soup.
Yep.
Man, such a difference. I was thinking about showing at least one clip of the first episode 5 years ago. How bad it is. I like jaggedy video and no green screen. You used to see the back of my bookshelf with all my paranormal books.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how, you know, I've watched like all the live streaming stuff. Like I was saying before, I've been trying to get a new webcam. I can't even get one because they're like gone. Hello, who do we have?
Hello, can you hear me? It's Tyler.
What's happening, Tyler? How's it going?
Hello, is anybody out there?
Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, I thought I'd call in because you guys were talking about how you like replay stuff
Yeah,
and you hear it again. So, needless to say, all I did was take one of the apps and I made a video, and I used a 75-watt guitar amp and just messed with the knobs a little bit and put on one of the effects, which had like the phaser reverb on it, but it didn't have the noise reduction. That was the only pedal I was missing. But I listened back to it last night, and oh my goodness, like it was like totally, that whole session was hearing it back last night was incredible because I mean I caught more.
yeah,
caught more than what I did when I listened to it after I did it, and it's like, whoa, it's
Really, that noise
cool
reduction
stuff.
is only really good if you're using like the SB7 or an old radio scan because it's really good to cut out the
yeah.
you know, and just get the voices. Otherwise, using an app with banks in it and stuff like that, you can use it, but it's not big. I really don't need to.
Yeah. I was listening.
Yeah, I mean, what's that?
I was listening to Matt and Shelly Payne. They did a live broadcast today and had some video of a couple of like quick sessions that they did, and then they ran a couple of live ones as well. And I was listening to them live and, you know, hearing things, but I know if I go back and listen to it again, I'm gonna, because there were several things that I thought I heard, but my brain wasn't working fast enough to catch it all. You know what I mean? So I know if I go back and listen to the replay, I'm gonna hear more.
Matt Payne's the one that got the box to say something about paranormal soup. It said paranormal soup.
Yep.
He made a video of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just you know, it's something you don't want to like mess with all the time unless you're very grounded, and I guess you know, you have more cleansing skills. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know the more you do it, the more you'll be, you know, it's cliche, that old movie Ghost, you know, once they figured out that she could hear him, then they're like lined up. But yeah, I mean, I think there's something to that.
And I was like, you know, just I use it to like not only to it helps puzzle the stuff that goes on in my head, like to tell the difference between my guides talking to me and just like my subconscious, you know, like overly thinking things.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll pop it on, and then sure enough, I'm like, I need to be recording this because there's some stuff I'm hearing through my earbuds. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
You but sometimes you don't catch it all.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll just be riding around in a car and I'll throw the, you know, Spiritus or whatever I have, I'll throw it on and play it through my car stereo. And like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh crap, I should be recording this, you know, because I hear stuff. And, you know, I mean, I heard it, but I don't have any, you know.
I think the first time we brought you on Paranormal Soup, Rob, you were playing clips or whatever of you sitting in your car outside the St. Augustine Lighthouse.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, that may have been the one where I saw the weird shadow animal bear thing that I was trying to be all cool, but
Man, Bear Pig.
scared the shit out of me.
Man, Bear Pig. I'm super serious. No.
Yeah. I don't usually get freaked out, you know, but that one kind of shook me. That and the creepy thing that I saw in the graveyard that one night.
My sensory is, as well as you all know, not only being a cancer makes me more vulnerable to receiving messages, and I don't know. I can feel the energy pulling off me right as a message is being said. A lot of times when I'm even just watching you guys in other people's sessions, I get these weird chills, like something gets pulled. I don't know if you guys feel that ever.
Oh yeah,
I've had it on the show. Yeah, doing ITC.
yep.
Okay, so at least I'm not the only one then.
No, I definitely felt it.
What was that?
I don't know. Oh, you a wuss? I'm joking. That's what it sounded like.
Gonna say, wow.
I thought I heard my last name.
Schwab.
Yep.
Schwab.
So while we got Tyler on the phone, Spirits, do you have any messages for him?
I have a question, Spirits. My friend lost his dog in Oklahoma City. He got into a car accident. Unfortunately, the dog was ejected out of the car, and we don't know where he went. Do you know where he's at?
Dad?
I swear, right when I turned it off, I thought it said chicken.
He might have ran off to die.
My ears are ringing. My left side ear, it's just ringing.
Any ideas, Spirits, to tell Tyler's friend where to look for his missing dog?
I'd say dog. Yeah, dog. We're looking for a dog. Missing dog.
I know it's weird, but this is the coolest dog I ever met in my entire life.
Dog's name? What's the dog's name?
Cheech from Cheech and Chong. If he was a Chihuahua.
They're gonna be like, you need to be more specific about Chihuahua's name, Cheech. There's a lot of them.
But no, his name is Taz. His name's Taz though. But he reminds me, he's just the coolest. He was kind of like a therapy dog. You knew something was wrong with you. They try to butter you up. That's what I'm afraid of. I thought my intuition is saying that he's not with us anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard past and spirit. They're just right after as you were saying.
And normally when something happens, they get scared. They'll go run off to hide somewhere and then die.
And I swear I heard, "You're my angel."
I heard that too. No, I heard that.
Yep.
Ooh, I got chills.
Or hopefully it was fast, just flew out that far and died instantly, hopefully.
I would say since the last show, I've had a lot of loss. My friend passed away in a car accident, so she could be coming through. I was really close to her growing up, but we kind of drifted apart after high school. But
Rat ran.
So, any more messages for Tyler?
Do you know where there's Taz? So they can bring him home?
Where's Taz?
Underneath.
Is he still in the vehicle?
No.
Nope.
Is he on Rockwell and 10th in Oklahoma City?
Nip.
Is he somewhere they'll be able to find him?
Yeah.
Lori wants to know if one of your friends.
I love. What's that?
Lori wants to know if one of your friends' name is Pat.
Pat. That's my yeah, that's one of my friends. I went to high school with, and also that's my uncle's name.
Men's.
He has a voice of an angel.
No, cool.
Go.
Can spirits confirm the passing of my friend? Because I feel her presence. I don't know why, but
Yes.
now it's like really speaking. Well, thank you, spirits.
Cool.
I'm gonna get somebody. I'm gonna pass the torch off to somebody.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Have a good rest of your week.
All right, man. You too.
You too, Tyler.
Bye.
Yeah, on Matt and Shelley's live feed today, we were asking a few questions, and one of my questions, it kept talking about corona and virus and this and that, and I had him ask if the spirits could tell us if the coronavirus was released by man or if it was, an accident, and right away it was like, man. More than once.
Yes, that process.
Something weird. Something's restless. Spirit's restless because of coronavirus.
Yeah. Love your rid of some. Can't.
What?
Stop. I heard the McDonald's. So Tyler heard the McDonald's. I heard that.
Yeah.
Check the McDonald's then, Tyler. Who knows? Maybe you'll find him live chewing down on some chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Or he is the chicken nuggets.
Right.
I heard many times when we were asked about the dog where he was, something about a rise.
Yeah,
And
I heard rise.
I heard rise, something about a rise. I don't know, and underneath. So maybe there's a little riser and he's underneath something.
I heard that too. I didn't know what to make of it.
Heard across the street, Donald's what Lori said. And she always hears a good ear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heard across the street, Donald. Across the street. It just said that. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
All right. Is the dog across the street? Is it near the McDonald's? Taz. We're talking about Taz. Little Chihuahua. Yes.
Tyler?
Is he underneath something?
Something you will hear him.
Yeah, but the truth was not allowed.
for more time.
Chihuahua? I heard that. What? Where should they look for Taz, the Chihuahua?
That's right.
Hey, my take.
Hurt. I was just gonna say, is he hiding and hurt? Is he hurt somewhere?
If you
Pet? How many days ago was this?
7.
What is that? Hurt? Is the dog hurt? Hit? Out. Can he be saved if they find him?
Bit off, little tiny, little.
Okay.
Not enough. Still have.
How far out did he go?
Is Taz? What's Taz near? What is Taz nearby? Give us an object.
take it home.
Something to look for.
Needs or your
Like a landmark to know where to start looking.
To do.
I don't know.
For now. No.
Tyler, how many days ago was it though?
Morley. Complete.
Because if he has broken legs or something, he's not going to want to come out. Broken back.
Time for more time.
And they can only live a few days without water.
Just completely. Not complete. Almost.
Unless
Oh, it was yesterday? You need to get out there, guys, and look everywhere.
check the water, like if there's a ditch or something too, like the
They might be scared.
Or behind a tree across the street from McDonald's.
mhm.
Is there even a McDonald's there though?
Yeah, he said there's one there.
Oh, okay.
Did somebody else pick up the dog?
Yeah, and ask McDonald's if they've seen something. Like they could have animal control come pick it up.
Spirits, does somebody else have the dog now?
1, 7. Get rid of some.
Get rid of something. Spirits, answer again. Did somebody else pick up the dog? Yes.
Hang on, this is turning it.
He was lost anyway. I don't know if that's what I heard. Is the dog still on that street?
Such a weird vibe. Did you hear that?
Is Taz still on that street?
So,
Yes. Okay. Is Taz alive? Alive?
Yeah.
Buried alive. Taz alone, or is he with somebody else? You are free.
constantly.
And this,
Interesting.
Is there any homeless people around that area?
Interesting.
Tyler? You there, Tyler?
yes,
I think he hung up. I think he's in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's on chat. Yeah. Let's see. Tyler, answer in the chat room. Is there any homeless people in that area?
Oh my,
'Cause it said
you wanna
homeless. Don't worry.
Matt, your needs are
Get some clarification. Is Taz alone?
thing? He said,
Yes.
integrity.
Ton of homeless people. Well, I heard homeless. Does a homeless person have Taz?
Thank you.
God. Or did the McDonald's see him and call animal control?
So,
So yeah. Sure.
not kind of.
Is Taz still alive?
Water change to the water
Is,
more
is Taz still alive?
often. Mom's salon.
Something still.
Alive the last time when I asked, it said alive. Well,
Watch. Go.
Careful, what is that? And
any other messages, spirits, on this ordeal?
To the listening.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Path.
sorry.
Just
Putting he said
Last chance. Can you give us any landmarks or anything we should look for to find Taz?
this to find out.
right. Just automatic.
So, 3 towers to run 7.
Any other messages for anybody, spirits?
3.
Well, thank you, spirits, for replying, and thanks for helping look for Taz, the lost Chihuahua.
Ten.
Yeah, I would say look across the street from McDonald's or around that area because it seemed to
Like
say
a
that.
homeless tent. I see a triangle. I don't know what we're doing. This. I could see a triangle.
Yeah.
Look for a tent that's or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. Tyler says he heard we have Taz.
Sea of light, and he has risen.
Strange-ities. You want to keep running the box or do some cards?
They got a half hour left, so
Yep.
up to you.
What's everybody in the chat want to do? Okay, spirits. What should we do?
Heard Taz again.
Yeah. We could do run the box while we're doing some cards. It's funny when I first started doing a lot of Ghostbox stuff on video. My Ghostbox would always talk about smoking marijuana. I think they thought I was, when I was vaping, I was like smoking weed. Maybe I was. Boxing cards together. That was a weird one. Did it say centers? Is that what I heard? Do you have your tarot cards, Jason?
Mm-hmm. I'm not really good at one card readings, though. It's like I need the cards to correlate to each other.
What do the spirits think about cards? Pulling cards. Yeah, I've heard Wanda a couple times. That's my aunt's name. Yeah, Josh, there's times when I just get like skeptical, like, is this real? You know, I get in that doubtful kind of, that the skeptic really comes out in me. And then I run a ghost box session and something so profound, so like direct to the point comes out that I just can't deny that it means something, you know? I mean, I fully admit I get in that skeptic zone a lot sometimes. I'm just like, am I just like tripping? But then something direct and to the point happens that brings it back into focus again.
Or you get a voice that comes through and there's not even Spirit Box playing. You're going to have to review the very beginning when Joyce came on. There was somebody talking.
There was.
It wasn't Joyce because her audio was way louder, and this was like really quiet. I know Joyce doesn't have anybody else in the room talking.
Yep. Several people are saying tarot.
Cards. I heard it's the
Yeah.
You got to call in for that.
Yeah, if you want Jason to pull a tarot card, call in.
It's 3. I pulled 3.
3. I have a deck here too if somebody wants one in the chat. Not tarot cards though. They're these big groovy oracle cards.
Do some. When she said when you
Oop. Card just spit some shit.
Yeah, I've been looking for a new ghost box to run, and actually, I've been running this one, this old jobber. I was running it the other day and getting some pretty interesting replies. It's a little finicky to run in here, but yep, exactly.
Rossi.
I can pull a card for you, Debbie, if you like.
Milton Wild.
Debbie and Azariana. Look at that one. Just should that be your card, Debbie? It just popped up out of the deck. Pop, exactly. This is the imagination card. And the deck I'm using right now is the Wisdom's Keeper Oracle deck with my hair hanging off the box. This whole deck is it's got really cool artwork in it. The whole deck is a deck of different faces done by this artist. And this is the imagination card. And what it says. These have quite an extensive guidebook. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll read the gift to you from the card. And it says, the human logical mind is simply not designed to be certain of anything other than paradox. The gift is inquiry. The shadow is doubt. Siddhith is truth. and the programming partner is number 64, which the number 64 card I don't want to go through the whole deck, so I'm going to look in the book for the number 64 card. Come back to that in a minute.
I pulled 3 cards that popped out of mine. So when you get done with yours, I'll read it out and see if it resonates with anybody.
All right. This is my gift to you. I come to celebrate your love of inquiry, but also to remind you that your inquisitive mind and gift for doubting are best used in service of the world, not in service of beating yourself up. See if you can remain genuinely curious about life without insisting on finding answers. Stay open to learning as your understanding of life becomes increasingly complex and paradoxical. Be curious about your own suffering, for it will open up your compassionate heart. One day your brilliant mind will let you back yourself, will lead you back to yourself. And how could it not? You are forever intertwined with everything you've ever learned. Questions for contemplation. Are you plagued with self-doubt? Do your self-doubt make you anxious? I think that's supposed to mean does your self-doubt make you anxious? Or keep you awake at night? Do you tend to feel suspicious of people in your life or their motives or agendas? Do your suspicions tend to cause others to be defensive around you? How could your gift of inquiry be used in a service in the world where it has already come in handy? What does truth mean to you? How has your relationship truth changed over the years? Try doubting your self-doubt for a day. Notice what happens and journal all your thoughts. So there you go.
Yeah. All right, I'm shuffling for Azriana. Looks like Joyce would like a tarot reading, but I let her know she needs to call in.
I say, I got 3 cards that popped out of my deck. I don't know if this applies to anybody, but one's the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. And that has to do with marriage, house, and betrayal. And something to do with children involved too. So if anybody's got that going on, if you're suspecting something, your suspicions might be right. I don't know. That popped out of my deck, if anybody was asking that.
Azriana, we have Believe in the Impossible, a blue moon. Those are the special ones in the back. So I'm not familiar with that one. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking for too much of the universe. Whatever you're asking about, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. And that's like with the manifestation. You believe that you've already received it, and really believe you've already received it. Attuned to the moon, keep reminding yourself that you're lucky. Additional meanings for the card: miss this chance that might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you believe it, you can achieve it, and this situation is unlikely to repeat.
Did you hear the yes voice?
I just heard that. I heard that it was like a girl, like a kid or a girl.
Yeah, I've got the ghost box on, but it's really low in the back. But
Oh, that might have been what came through then.
certain things are popping out though.
That was a good card. It's like your one get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Joyce wants a tarot. I saw. I guess I could do it through chat room. I don't know how good it'll be, Joyce.
And Evelyn, I know, wants a reading also. Rob, if you want to do her oracle.
Okay.
Three. Nope.
Again, another one just popped out like that. So I'm gonna leave it sit.
All right. Let's see here. These are for Joyce. I got the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So, and the two are reversed. This one isn't. Knight of Swords always means to me restless nights. A lot of problems with guilt, or worry. Maybe more worry on this one. The Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed. This could be, see, I don't, this is why I don't only do readings for people I totally know, but I know she has a husband and a son, you know. Something to do with them. And a worry about money. Usually Pentacles is coming up. I don't know. I'm not getting much else though. I'm trying to think what else did I get from that. So we might have some stagnation or idleness. Well, that's totally what the Knight of Pentacles has to do with. I had to look it up, but I was wondering. And that has a lot to do with what's going on now. The Page. Oh. Might get some unfavorable news coming up too. If you're waiting on something. That might do with the also with the worrying. So that's kind of what I'm getting in the card. Sorry, Joyce. I could be totally off. But that's it, Rob.
I was shuffling the deck and another card popped out. This one will be for Evelyn. It's the number 1 card. And it is freshness. My gift to you. When I look at you and you're feeling down, I know that nothing is innately wrong. Your wise body is recharging and something deep and creative is growing in your beautiful belly.
Get in my belly.
Now, please do not worry if you don't have a clue about what's being born. Okay, that's better. Just do your best and trust and allow for your feelings and a little me time. Soon enough, you will feel renewed and ready to burst out into the world with freshness and a new perspective. The more you learn how to embrace your sadness with open arms, the more energized people will feel when they are around you. They will see the light and fire in your soul. Remember the aliveness and beauty you see in me are in you too. Your joy is more resilient and contagious than you can even imagine. And the timing is perfect. So embrace where you are and trust that your bright light will always appear just when it can have its most important, inspiring impact. Your question for contemplation. Do you often find yourself judging, overanalyzing, or trying to get rid of certain feelings? How does this impact your body? Which of your feelings do you tend to push away the most because of its heaviness? Find a way to give yourself total permission to have and express the feelings today. Write about it in your journal. Share about it with someone you trust. Listen to a song or watch a movie that captures it. Make a simple feeling collage. Whatever you do, give it space and see what happens. What simple act would bring more beauty to your life today? Wow, I'm having problems reading this thing. Once again, that was the freshness card. Number 1 in a deck of, I think, 65.
Oh, wow. And I've been shuffling for Rose. While you're reading. A Time for Healing. Balsamic Moon. I don't know if that's how you say it. It's like vinegar, balsamic.
And just a note before Jamie starts, there shouldn't be any other voices coming out because I have the ghost box turned off right now. So if anybody's hearing any other female voices or anything, I don't know where they come from.
I just heard something weird after that. After
Yeah.
you said that.
Yeah.
And get what the time for healing can mean. I just want to see what they say. I just don't know. Where it's at in here. Oh, here it is. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation are feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attune to the moon. Remind yourself when one is healed, all are healed. And additional meanings to the card. It's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. And think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed.
much welcome, Evelyn. Again, I was shuffling the cards and one of them flew out and landed on the floor. So 3 in a row like that. I'm not drawing them. They're coming out by themselves. This one will be for Ron. It is the self-assurance card. What it says about this card. I come to bring you great relief. Your mind may be busy telling you what to do. That's okay. But for this moment, I invite you to smile tenderly at your sweet, worried mind and know that everything is going to be all right. Right now, there is nothing to do, nothing to make happen, nothing to worry about, nothing to regret. Not in this moment. Just take a deep breath and know that. What's that?
Sorry, because you're on lockdown, so I keep thinking when you're reading.
Yeah, exactly. Just take a deep breath and know that your life is in the hands of something far greater than you could ever imagine. Even if you can't feel at one with this moment, you're absolutely here right now. I promise you, rejoice in this wonder of presence, and genuine self-assurance will be your reward. Questions for contemplation. Do you feel absent from your life, like you're going through emotions, but you're not really there? Does it feel impossible for you to slow down? Are you afraid of what might happen or what you might feel if you dropped all that hectic activity? Like Jason said, everybody's had a lot of time to reflect here lately. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people.
A lot, yeah.
In what situations and with and whom do you find it easy to be present? Which are more challenging? Spend a few minutes in front of the mirror. Look in your eyes. Is anyone home? See if you can become even more present. Can you find a way to relax? Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise as you look into your eyes. Write what you learned from this experience in your journal. So yeah, Ron, I don't know if you're like, stressed out over anything, or if you're one of the people that's working a hectic job right now through all this, but maybe that resonates. I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of people have had definite time to ponder the meaning of life or whatever.
So true. Got about 5 minutes left.
Ulrich wants a Corona card, and Lori said a card for everyone.
Are you pulling one?
I can, yeah. Too much time lately. I know. Jeez. I like the meme somebody posted. You're gonna come out of this lockdown thing either a hunk, a chunk, or a drunk. It's like I've eaten more at home in the last 3 or 4 weeks than I have in the last, I don't know how long. I won't say I've eaten more at home. I've just eaten more.
Even though there's like more time, I still don't have this extra time. Like I'm still like feeling like I can't get nothing accomplished.
I've gotten quite a few things accomplished.
Well, it took me a year to get Dean's YouTube channel up, so I got that accomplished this week.
Yeah.
Dean and Liam's.
Did you want a card, Aaron? One hasn't mysteriously popped out of the deck yet, so I'm going to have to draw one. Oh, spoke too soon. Just happened. Who's this one for?
You say Aaron or?
I think he said he wanted one, but it says skip me up here. So I'm not.
Well, who'd you say, Lori? Wait, Lori for everyone. Maybe that's the everyone card.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it and see if it applies.
It is the imagination card.
Again?
I guess so. It's the one that popped out, and this is a big, thick deck of cards.
Oh yeah, Aaron and Ulrich.
So since I read that last part, I'll read the first part of this card. Is this the one I drew for Debbie?
I think so. It was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the first part of it. So you're kind of getting the double whammy because you're getting the first part, even though this is for kind of everybody. My wisdom story. I was a sensitive boy with an insatiably curious mind. With a deep love of logic and learning, my parents encouraged me to study everything from math to chemistry to astrophysics. My unusual gifts for predicting patterns and solving problems were discovered by my professors and eventually the world. I turned my intelligence of my mind inward. I used my mind to watch itself, and I got good at recognizing patterns and repetitive loops. This is just naturally they began to loosen their hold. Whenever I bumped up against my ignorance, suffering, or unknown, instead of pushing against it or numbing it out, I dropped in. Now I think spirals, not loops. I wish the unknown rejoiced in life's mysteries and have come to cherish creative invention and innovation above our problems. I'm having a really hard time reading tonight. Although my knack for solving problems continues to expand, most creative moments and breakthrough insights often happen when I'm relaxing, dreaming, or doing nothing at all. Kind of like what we were just talking about. I'm constantly surprised by how art, music, philosophy, mythologically, psychology relate all to that I do. So again, it kind of goes back to that. What I get out of that is, if you have time, reflect, think, see what resonates inside you, maybe work on it.
I'll do Aaron, and then you can do Ulrich if you want.
All right.
I'm gonna hop off because it's 1 o'clock's the time for me to go.
Yeah.
Barely keep my eyes open.
Thank you for coming on, Jason. That was an awesome surprise.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I'll see you this Sunday, 5-year anniversary show. And we have our guest, Phil Siracusa.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
All right, man. We'll catch you.
Night. Oh, new moon in Taurus. Even though it's a full moon in Taurus right now, you got prosperity lies ahead. That's a good one. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. That might be a little hard right now. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign to not give up just yet. Attuned to the moon, get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. Additional meanings, you'll soon be able to afford the thing that you've been dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself and start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small.
Cool. And upon shuffling the deck again, another card popped out. I don't think I've drawn a single card tonight.
I don't think you have.
Crazy. And yeah, like Ulrich says on the positive side, nature is healing. Yeah. I think that's one of the better things of this whole shutdown thing.
That's one of the main.
And yeah, Debbie, I will take a picture of that card and send it to you. All right. For Ulrich, I pulled the equality card. Well, I shouldn't say I pulled it. It's what came out of the deck on its own.
The universe pulled it.
Yeah. The universe pulled it. The equality card. The gift from this card, this face. I am your friend. I have deep respect for you. I don't want you to change who you are at your core. You're a completely unique, worthy being, and there is a place for you in this world of ours. I see with deep tenderness, it's time to take your place with pride, humility, and profound self-acceptance. When you look at yourself, see your weakness and your vulnerability as your strengths. When you look out at the world, see beyond polarities, beyond gender, stereotypes, beyond patriarchy and matriarchy, an eye towards synthesis to the entire, my batteries are dying, to the entire continuum of beauty available to all of us. Equality is your bright light. You and we are all family. Questions of contemplation. Is there a part of yourself that you have been refusing to love? How can you best accept and support your whole self right now? What do you see as a weakness in you? Can you find its inherent strength? Can you embrace all people equally? In what situations do you find this challenging? If you could show yourself tenderness today, what would you do? Share your tenderness with someone who could truly use it. And that was the equality card. And like Ulrich said, you know, he mentioned pull a Corona card. That could be kind of for everybody in a way.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much divide and everything else going on. You know, now should be a time of tenderness where everybody can just drop their bullshit and just get along and help each other. But I'm guilty of it too. I lose my temper. I told Jamie I totally lost my temper the other night. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother show. But yeah, I had my little flip out the other night. But anyways, that will about wrap it up. So thanks everybody for hanging out. And again, happy birthday to my bestie here, Jamie. And
Maybe a little.
pew pew.
I'll hit
Cool,
you
cool.
up.
All right, I'll be here. All right, y'all have a great night. Rest of the week. See you on Paranormal Soup this Sunday, where the guest is going to be Phil Syracusa, Horsefly Chronicles. It's always interesting talking to Phil. Catch you guys later. Thanks for being here. Good night.